we go, episode 11 of D3 football player to D1 athlete. Today we're just doing our acceleration day. We did our max velocity yesterday, right? So we're going to hop into this acceleration day today. The reason I'm not as concerned with like the fatigue and stuff of that is, one, my acceleration days are extremely short because I count my lifting. All right, 2 minutes for that one. Post-chain potentiation, we're just doing our banded hinges. We're not jumping out here. We're just loading fast and exploding fast. So jumping into our short distance bounds, remember we're bounding for distance. Instead of 6 reps today or 6 bounds today, we're doing 5 but 4 sets. So if you want to intensify your plyos and make them better, you simply add more sets and cut the reps down. So like once we get to like our 6th rep, usually kind of it means our legs are fatiguing a little bit, similar to like weightlifting. Like when you go up in sets or reps, you're going to eventually start losing power. So we're doing 5 instead of our 6, but we did 3 by 6. Now we did 4 by 5. Next week we'll do 4 by 4, right? So that'll be the idea, and we'll get back to 16 reps there. We're gonna see what we can get here. Let's try it out. Much better than our last one. Got about 40 and a half feet. So if you do 5 divided by 40, it's like 8 feet, right? But on our last week, we did 46 feet. We did 6 jumps. So we were doing like a little over 7. So you can notice just we're getting more out of each jump because we're doing slightly less. So our body puts more, we can put more power into those early jumps rather than those late jumps when our body's starting to fatigue. So try that out. 40 and a half this week. We'll see if we can get with 4 reps next week. Jumping into our standing triple today, we're going to do 4 sets of 1, so trying to get more out of those each individual reps, right, and giving ourselves a break in between each one. Our best last week was 25.8, I believe. 25.8, so we're trying to beat that. We got 4 reps to do it. Let's try it out. $25.2, not bad. Felt pretty good first rep. Now we take a minute breather. We're going to do 3 more. Let you know what the best is. Last rep of the day, our best has been 26.7, so or 25.7, 1 inch under our best from last week. Let's see if we can PR. $25.4. No PR this week, but you can't be PR every week. Otherwise, training will be easy. And so far, this has been easy because I have been PRing all the time, which is part of getting back to training. Part of it, me training much smarter than I used to, using a totally new template for all of my training and focusing more on speed and still being strong. We deadlifted 455 for 3 and repped it out easy a couple days ago. So 25.6, 1 under our PR. Hey, can't be mad at that. Let's do our rotational chops. So jumping into our rotational chops, or rotational movement, I should say, but we're doing cable chops. We're still doing 80 pounds, but now we're doing 4 reps. So we're going to try and make those faster, higher velocity reps. And I'm also just trying this out different doing it last to see if it potentiates my sprints a little bit better, giving a little break between the standing triple and the bounds into my sprint. Starting the outside of our foot and rotating to the inside, like always. Three sets of that. unfortunately for our 10-yard dash, it was not like last week. We ran a 1.417, which we did run a 1.516. 1.6 is our slowest last week, which I thought was bad. But we ran that 1.5, and we ran a 1.4. We ran 1.777 today. It was our best time out of all three, and it only got worse. That happens. You can't always have the best result. You probably think I was BSing you if I just kept PRing every single week, which has kind of been the case recently, which kind of makes sense for coming back to training. But now you just have to look at, okay, so where do we go wrong? Why is this time so much lower? If it was like 1.5 or high 1.4s or even like high 1.5s, anywhere in there, 1.6 maybe even, I kind of would have been like, okay, it may not have been my day. Maybe move some plows around, but also like ultimately keep the same idea. Now with that large of a deficit and the fact that we did our max velocity day yesterday, we're gonna have to move that to Saturday, or we're gonna have to move our acceleration day to Tuesday. So you can see how much fatigue that you take on from doing a high velocity workout that's taxing your CNS so much. I also did go and lift heavy for upper body today because I was not able to make my strength and conditioning morning lift. So here we are. So it could be combination of those two things, but ultimately we're going to move our max velocity day either to Saturday. If I can't get it in then and I have to do it on Sunday, then I'm going to have to do this on Tuesday with my lift in the morning, which isn't the worst thing because that lift in the morning could potentiate us for later in the day because, as I said, concentric strength does translate better to acceleration. But it's just too much CNS. I think CNS load and not enough recovery. So we're going to give ourselves more time to recover, come back next week, see what our times are. But you cannot PR every week. It's just not how training works. You just kind of have to adjust and try things. And if you're just like, if I dropped a 1.55 or you're running, right, and you say you run like a 1.55 on a normal day and you ran a 1.6 day, you're like, oh, this sucks. My training, like, you can't PR every week. Not every week is going to be your best week. And it's not supposed to be. I'm in an intensification phase. So things are supposed to get hard. My time should go down a little bit. I think that's more drastic than I was looking for. I was expecting to get like 1.5s. I am doing more intense methods. So I do expect my times to slightly dip, at least a little bit, before coming back up once I get the proper time to recover from all the methods that I'm using, right? So that's where the active recovery weeks come in. That's where accumulation phases come in, things of that nature. But we're going to try and switch that up a little bit next week. I don't expect a PR, but hopefully we can get more in that 1.5, even low 1.6 range. Better than that. But anyway, still a good workout. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. And I will see you guys in episode 12, Change of Direction Day.